Good morning, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. For anyone new around here, hi, I'm Laura. Welcome to my channel, and I vlog all things triathlon training, fitness and just our lives, really. My life with Gaz and with the dogs and just having a great time. So today's vlog, I thought I'd just pick up the camera for this weekend actually, because just walking here and making sure it doesn't poo, because yeah, I just fancied maybe filming a bit of a weekend vlog. We have a weekend at home finally. It has been a couple of weekends since I last vlogged my weekend, and since then it just feels like it's been very hectic, our lives, which, you know, is, we have a really exciting life, we do lots of stuff, but you know when you just want to be at home. Like, I just want to have a weekend at home, a weekend in the house, a weekend of training, a weekend of walking the dogs. I just want a bit of a reset weekend. Like, I've cleaned the coffee machine this morning, like one of those weekends. Yeah, I thought I would bring you along with me for this weekend and tell you and show you, what we get up to. I've got a couple of training sessions to get done today. I have already swam, and actually this is really bad, but that was my first swim of the week. It's just, I've just been really tired this week. I took a complete rest day yesterday, and I've just been trying to get back into a bit of a routine this week, because we were away in Scotland with the family last weekend, so a couple of late nights, a couple of early mornings. I've just been trying to catch up on sleep and just get back on top of things, get back on top of work as well. So swimming has taken a bit of a backseat just because of just the nature of swimming. It takes a lot longer to complete an hour session basically. Then yeah, the weekend prior to that we were at Leeds, Ironman Leeds, so that was a really busy weekend as well. So it's just been nice this week just to try and get back on top of things, but it has meant I have had to just rejig training quite a bit. So I swam this morning, I'm going to swim tomorrow, and if I can swim Sunday as well, it means I can still get my 3 swims in. It's just that they haven't been spaced across the week like I normally would, but that's not the end of the world. Gaz and I are also going to go on a bike ride today. Gaz and I haven't been on a bike ride together in the longest time. I can't even remember the last time we rode together, so we're going to go do 2.5 hours together. So obviously the last video you will have seen on my channel was Gaz doing Leeds, which was an amazing weekend. Still so proud of him. So we've got quite a busy couple of months coming up. Hero, come and get past the swans. All the little baby swans are there as well, so the parents are very protective. Come on, good boy. They do snap every so often. Yeah, like I said, I'm just really looking forward to a weekend at home, because we have been so busy, and obviously, like, first world problems, like, we've been busy and we've got a busy few months coming up. Like, I'm very aware that's a very nice problem to have, but I'm a home bird. I love being at home, and I'm really looking forward to just having just a quieter, slower weekend, focusing on sleeping, eating well and training. I'm usually really on top of my sleep, but more recently, because I've been having a couple of nights where, like, for example, I'm on Leeds, I had to get up at 3, and the following weekend we drove up to Scotland to watch my family in a triathlon, so that was another sort of 3:30 get up. So a few of those nights where we've only had like 6 hours sleep, whilst the odd one here and there isn't the end of the world, I've found that it has really had an impact on me. And if I look at like my health stats on my Garmin, not that I take them as absolute Bible, but as a bit of a reference, my HRV has been balanced for months and months now. It doesn't drop off, but after a couple of these shorter sleeps, it's just completely dropped off and is unbalanced. I could feel myself, like, you know, when you get a bit of a tickly throat, like that sort of thing. So I've been very aware that I'm not recovering quite as well. So it has been priority this week and will be this weekend. And, you know, that's just the reality of Ironman training. Like, you can't get away with these things if you do want to take your prep seriously, and if you want to get the most out of each session. Like, these are things that you have to do. You can't, unfortunately, take the piss with them. And they do really matter if you want to get the most out of yourself and minimise risk of illness, injury or anything that may impact your ability to train. Something else actually that I spoke about on my Instagram stories yesterday is that I'm one of those girls who, my period is so regular. My cycle length is 25 to 26 days. I'm bang on the day every single month, and I have been for years and years now. The only time that I think I missed my period for like 2 or 3 months was my last Ironman prep, or was it my very first Ironman prep? Anyway, one of my Ironman preps, and it just disappeared for 2 or 3 months, and it came back And then it's been regular and perfectly fine for ever since. This month I think I'm now 4 or 5 days late. So that also just says to me that I'm not recovering too well, and it's mad how, you know, my training volume, I'm about at 12 to 14 hours, have been for about the past 6 weeks. Nothing's changed other than those couple of nights sleep. So it really does show, and that sort of compounding lack of recovery can have an impact, and it is mad. So just to be aware, while I'm not overly concerned about it, obviously it's just a bit of a red flag that I'm just gonna keep an eye on, and that's why I took a complete rest day yesterday, and my body is clearly a little bit stressed. And whilst fatigue and stress is a very normal part of Ironman training, we also don't want to push it and overdo it and make anything worse. So it's just having that awareness, being aware of your body is really important, and not just blindly following your plan because your coach has set it for you. Like my coach had set me training yesterday, and only I, as myself, know how my body is feeling and know what is the right call for that day. So yeah, I'm glad I took a rest day yesterday. I swam well today. It means I can get a good bike ride in today as well. So that's that update. There was also, I had a bit of a rant the other day. I was going to post it on my Instagram story, and then I didn't in the end, but I feel like YouTube is more of the place that I like to just post my rambles. So basically I was just being pissed off really at just the fitness industry and influencers in the fitness industry, and how a lot of them just really lack any integrity, any morals, and I just hate it when influencers do ads. And I appreciate, you know, we've got to make our money, like it's one of those things, but when an influencer completely lies about using a product, like I draw a line, when it goes against their message and what they're trying to sell within their coaching business. So a lot of these people obviously are coaches as well, so but then they try and sell you something which completely goes against their message. I'm kind of like, come on, like it doesn't look good on your brand, and people can just tell that you're lying, and it baffles my mind. Someone had said that they'd started with a new coach, and then in the next video they're like, oh, this is my run from my runner plan. I was like, but you just said last week that you'd started with a coach. And then obviously, lo and behold, you go onto their Instagram and there's a code there for runner, and it's all just an ad. And it really frustrates me because all these people on Instagram saying that they're using runner, when we all know in the fitness industry that they have coaches. They absolutely don't use runner. They're lying. They just are getting paid an absolute wedge from runner. They pay influencers very, very well to say that they're using runner, but they're not. Like, we know who their coaches are. They're not using runner, and it just is a complete lie. So the person who was saying that they were using runner is also a coach themselves. Like, how does that make sense? You're getting your clients to pay you all this money for coaching, but then saying you're using an app instead of using a coach. Like, it doesn't make sense. The message that you put across to your clients is that, well, you don't really need a coach to guide you and to help you. You can just go onto an AI app. That's all you need. It completely goes against what they're trying to sell in their message. So it baffles my mind. So I was getting pissed off, wound up the other day. Try not to get pissed off. Like, it's the way of the world. It's the way of social media. People need to make their money, and you know, it's one of those things. But I guess just for anyone out there, just be careful, like, who you are following and what their agenda is, because there's so many influencers out there who just literally do not care about you. They don't care. They care about exposure, they care about views, they care about money, and that's that. Anyway, I'm walking here right now. I'm going to get back after this, have breakfast, do some work, and then Gaz and I think are riding around midday, I think, and then we're going out for pizza with friends tonight. Tired boy, after our walk. Hero, do you want your breakfast? Do you want your brekkie? I'm too tired. It's the least enthusiastic dog about food. Do you want some breakfast? I was going to come over here and show you what I had for breakfast, but I ate it already. I was that hungry, but it was the usual 2 crumpets, 3 eggs. I've got my 3rd crumpet in at the moment. I'm going to have some jam on that, and then before I ride I'll have maybe like a squares bar or a bowl of cereal or something, just for a bit of extra carbs to get me through. I'm so excited for pizza tonight. Oh, it's going to be great. We're going to Woodfire Smoke. Right, I'm just getting ready for my ride. I'm going to do a couple of water bottles and get my nutrition sorted. I am going to go out in a long sleeve, even though it's like 22 degrees outside, 22, 23 degrees. We are doing like a couple of heat sessions each week. So things like not getting cold, not that I'm going to get cold in this temperature, but keeping body temperature high. It's just good prep for Kona. Not that I'm like heat prepping and adapting to the heat now, but just good like physiologically but also psychologically how you feel in the heat I think is a really important thing to do. Gaz isn't coming with me in the end after all that. He got stuck in traffic on the way home from the gym. It's taken him like 2.5 hours to get home from the gym, so I think he just needs to get some work done and be at home and not go out for 2.5 hours. So it's going to be a solo ride, which is fine. 3 rides squares gone. Got my nutrition, so I've got a Stoke bar, a 60 gram chew and a gel which is 25 grams? Yeah, 25, so 85, 135, I need one more. I got sweets. I'll take sweets, I'll get them from upstairs. Sweets is my other carb choice. We are out. It's a glorious day. 2.5 hours to get done. I've got about an 80k loop sorted. It's very windy, so there's that, but that's fine. Kona will be windier, Kona will be hotter, Kona will be harder. We can't hot. So anyway, yeah, country lanes around Cheshire. Let's go. I've been doing a bit of climbing today. I didn't expect that. Never done this route, but I'm loving it. Second through Prestbury. The nicest houses ever. They're massive. Very smooth road as well. You can pay a lot for the tax road here. Hi, back from my ride. 80k, boxed off, 2 hours 50 minutes, slightly longer than what I was supposed to be doing. Gaz is in there. Slightly shorter ride this week. Last week I did, I think 4 hours, but I think we've got a slightly lighter week this week, and then next week I think back, like building back again. So I think we've had sort of like 3 or 4 weeks progressing, building up to around 4.5 hours, and then sort of a bit of a deload, and then next week is about 5, I think.
On 90 seconds, having 2 hours.
2 hours on there? Why didn't you go out?
Just felt like I needed to get used to just running one pace, like flat. That's what Nice is going to be, constantly using the same muscles.
Hank, why have you brought my slider outside?
There's no like up or down, is there?
No, there's not. Why is my slider out here? Yes? Hanky, please, can I have my slider? Come and say hi to the vlog. He said hi. Do you want to say hi, Hero? He doesn't know what to do.
Hi.
Swim done, bike done. Now pizza time. Hero, please stop pumping in. I did a bit of a Q&A box on my Instagram, more so sort of saying I was vlogging this weekend and is there anything anyone wants to see, and I've had a few like questions, but then also a few things that I will show as the weekend goes on. One of them was about my resistance training routine and what I do, like how often. One of them was how often do you strength train during race season, and then would love to know what S&C you do, or what exercises, how often, etc. I thought I could show you what I do strength wise, but I aim for at least 1 session a week at the moment. My coach does program me 2 sessions. Maybe it's like 2 sessions every 10 days rather than 2 sessions every single week. I don't, you know, we don't want to do overkill right now because obviously there's other sessions that are going to be more important, and I don't want to, you know, I do struggle with DOMs after those sessions because of, well, yeah, my body's just not conditioned to that sort of training quite as much. Like my legs were sore yesterday after Wednesday's session, so yeah, 2 sessions max a week. Lots of single leg work, some variation of a deadlift, like an RDL or a conventional deadlift, lots of core work. I'll maybe stretch twice a week and it'll just be like 10-15 minutes while I'm watching the telly, nothing too structured, just sort of what feels good. Like if my hips are particularly tight or quads or whatever, I'll just kind of sit in a few different positions. Do you track nutrition? If not, how do you know you're getting enough of everything you need? No, I don't track my nutrition. You know what, I tracked for a couple of weeks at the beginning of this year, and then I tried to track again after we got back from Chicago, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because like training is a lot, like work is a lot at the moment, which, you know, is all amazing things going on, but I just don't have the mental capacity to do it. And to be honest, I feel like I've struggled to do it because I don't really need to do it, because like I know what I need to eat, I know how to fuel myself, like I'm very in tune with my body after doing literally years of tracking. I say years of consistent tracking during the time when I was doing bodybuilding, like two plus years of tracking every day, like that sort of consistency. I don't just mean like, oh, I tracked for a holiday, like it was consistent. I have an idea of what is in food, and I'm just very in tune with my body. And again, I think that's come from the knowledge and the experience I have from tracking, but then also the time I've taken away from tracking to allow myself to be in tune with my body and listen to my body and understand what it needs, and, you know, honour those hunger cues, listen to my body when I do need a bit more food. I don't know, I just feel like I'm in tune with my body, and you know what, I don't know if I'm deficient in anything. I don't know if I'm getting enough protein, but how I do it is I have 3 portions of protein a day, my breakfast, my lunch, my evening meal. I have a shitload of carbs. I have veggies with at least 2 of my meals. I have some fruit across the day, and these are sort of like the non-negotiables that I just stick to every single day. Maybe I could get a bit more fibre, maybe I could increase my protein. You know, I'm performing well, I feel good in myself, I'm sleeping well, I'm energized, I don't experience big dips in my energy. So I feel like, because I feel fine, I don't need the numbers on a tracker to tell me if I am or not. And if I did become deficient, and if I noticed, you know what, my nails are really shit, or my skin looks a bit dull, or I'm not performing well in sessions, or I'm getting ill more frequently, or I'm not, all these different things, if I started to pick up on those things, that's when I may think, right, let's maybe track for a little bit, let's see where I'm at. My body weight has been consistent for years now. I sit at between 62 and 64 kilos, and it just doesn't shift. I feel like my body's just found this set point that, I don't know, it just has not moved from there, and that's a good thing. I can maintain that weight. I'm not one of those girls who loses weight during Ironman training. I'm very good at fueling. So yeah, I guess it's not really a helpful response, but I guess that's my experience with tracking of food and all that sort of stuff. Day-to-day makeup is literally this glow screen, and I brush my eyebrows and maybe put a bit of eyebrow gel in them, and that's me. That's my makeup tutorial. Come back next week for the same makeup tutorial. This Obagi sun shield, I've been using it for years now, and it lasts for so long. So I put that glow screen underneath as a bit of a glow primer, and actually I'm going to put a bit of this on top as well. And someone asked realistic parts of Ironman training. I feel like I am very real with my, like, how I portray Ironman on my channels. I'm not one to sugarcoat, like, when it's hard. I'm not one to try and glamorize it, because sometimes it is fucking hard, and sometimes it is awful, and it's definitely not fun all the time. It's the best thing that's happened to me, and it has, like, not to sound cliche, but literally changed my life. But that's not to say, you know, it's fun and games all the time, because it's absolutely not. Like, the reality of, like, for example, like I was saying before, you know, the last couple of weekends have, as much as I've absolutely loved obviously supporting Gaz at his Ironman race, and then supporting my family at their race, like, that's made Ironman training really, really difficult these past couple of weeks, and it's made it sort of quite unenjoyable, because I've sort of overcommitted to other things. So that's been really difficult, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not one to glamorise Ironman training. It's, yeah, like I said, one of the best things ever, but you have to be prepared for it to, it does have to take over your life at some points, and that can be really challenging when, you know, you want to be there for your family, be there for your partner, hopefully, and that's sort of the feedback I get from people, that I am, I guess, quite real. I try to be, I try and show the highs and the lows and be as open as possible. That's very much me. I'm kind of quite unfiltered in that way. Like, I'll tell you the good bits, I'll tell you the gross bits. Like, that's, I guess that's just who I am. I do overshare a little bit, get carried away, but if there's anything in particular you want me to share, then please let me know. Happy to do that. Anyway, I'm ready for pizza, and yeah, I probably won't vlog when I'm there just because we're with some friends.
For our bougie child.
Good morning, it's Saturday morning. I slept well. I'm tired though still. Yesterday's bike has tired me out a little bit. Yeah, starting my day like I do every other day. I've got double espresso over ice, a bit of milk in there, and I'm going to go sit and just do, well, respond to Training Peaks comments from my athletes. I'm going to start editing this video as well, so just sit on the sofa like an hour or two before I go walk the dogs. So a very normal morning. But yeah, it's nice to be home on a Saturday morning. We haven't been home on a Saturday morning in the longest time, so it is nice to be here. Lazy morning. Well, I say lazy morning. I always say to Gaz, let's have a lazy morning or let's have a lie-in, and he's always like, he said yesterday, how much are you going to give me per minute that you get up before 9 o'clock? I was like, 9 o'clock? Sleep, you don't mean a lie-in till 9 o'clock. He's like, what do you mean by a lie-in? I was like, well, like 6:30, 7 o'clock, like, that's a lie-in. And I woke up at, well, at first I woke up at 5:20. I went back to sleep until 5 to 6. So just half an hour shy of that 6:30. But yeah, I don't do well at sleeping in. So anyway, I'm gonna go and get some work done. 2 hours of work is done, and I'm gonna go and walk the dogs. We're gonna go and get a coffee as well. So I've just woken Gaz up. So we're gonna go on a nice family walk. Join me on my morning walk.
Laura had a lie-in this morning until 5 to 6. And dragged me out of bed to come walking.
At 5 to 8.
On a Saturday, look at what day of the week it is.
So anyway, we're out on a family walk this morning, and this is how we like to start our Saturdays.
We like
Except Gaz doesn't normally join me.
Not on the early morning like Saturday.
This isn't early morning, it's 8 o'clock. So anyway, we're out walking the dogs. It's going to be hot today, so we'll get them walked. Then we can start our day. What's your plan for the day?
I'm going to swim today, and I've got a bike today.
Pool or water?
Pool.
Long bike or short?
3 hours.
So yeah, that's our plan. Oh, here we go.
You got?
Yeah. Yes, it's open. Didn't think this cafe was going to be open, but
Come at 6, wouldn't you?
new ownership says it's open. Come on, Hank. Yeah. Let's get a coffee.
Wow.
Little flat white stop. It's not for you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh wow, it's strong.
Good. We really do get through cereal, don't we?
Get through everything.
Which is good. At least we get through it.
At least we eat as well.
These scales are good, they give you a point.
You can measure your point as well.
I always do.
Oh.
3 drops in. There's ruin under my fat cunt.
No wonder your weight shot up by 2 kilos overnight.
I know. Fat little munchkin. Fat old munchkin.
Oh, I love you boys, but I hate your food. Right, the dogs are eating, they've been walked. I'm going to have my eggs and crumpets now, and then I'm going to get on the treadmill. I'm going to get this run done. Decided to do it on the treadmill rather than going out, just no reason, bit of a change. It's 10 minutes steady, 30 minutes at 6 out of 10 effort, so I'll set it. I think I'm going to go like a 4:30. 4:40. I'm just going to see how it feels, to be honest. That's why it doesn't need to be a specific pace. Obviously that effort will change very much depending on how fatigued I am. Like when I place this session in the week, you know, it probably look different my pace yesterday, because that was off the back of a rest day, versus today off the back of yesterday's almost 3-hour ride. So see how that feels. Also, I'll probably do it on a bit of an incline just to change how the treadmill feels, because I do tend to get really sore calves on the treadmill. So if they do start to play up, then I will stop this run. I don't know, just felt like doing indoors today for no reason, because it is a gorgeous day outside. One of those things. So let's give it
Right, see you soon.
Ride safe.
Oh well, you run safe.
And then I'm going on there. I'm going for a swim.
See you soon.
Bye. Just coming to the end now. First 10 minutes at 4:40. Second 10 at 4:35. Last 10 at 4:30. Got an incline of 2 on. Feeling good. All sorted, happy that is done. 50 minutes on the treadmill, well actually just under, cut 5 minutes off. I need to go quickly shower, get straight in the car and straight to the pool, because I want to be in the pool for 12. Happy with that. Day 1 of my period, it did come in the end, so it's only been about 5 days late, so I'm happy that that has come. I didn't want to completely miss my period this month, it's not good. So I'm happy that that came, and again, like, it just highlights what I was saying about how stress can have such an impact on the body, and like our periods can be so fragile. And it's not, you know, a lot of people think that only people who are maybe like underweight or like not eating enough are people at risk of losing their periods, which can be true, but it's also, if you have a lot of stress on the body, that is what can really sort of wreak havoc on your menstrual cycle. So yeah, now stress is a little bit lower due to recovery being better. I think that it's come back, and that is a good thing. Gutted that I'm gonna miss the start of the women's T100 race, but I need to get this swim done, because I don't know if I'll be able to swim tomorrow, because I don't know if there's lanes in the pool on a Sunday. So I'll need to swim today, because that at least means I've swum twice this week, which we'll have to do. Usually it's 3. We'll, you know, if it's the odd week that I swim twice, it's not the end of the world. So anyway, how nice is my bright pink swimming costume? I've got this colour, and then I've got like a nice blue, it's like a pastel-y blue colour one, exactly the same, like cross back like this. Absolutely love it. Sweaty Betty, I get all my swimming costumes from Sweaty Betty. I just love how they fit. Usually I get the ones with the zip up the front, but I like the high neckline. I hate it when it's too low and you're stressing if like your boob's gonna pop out, and it's nice and high on the side as well. So yes, Sweaty Betty, come on hero when you come. I need to shut the doors now, we need to get off. So yeah, it's literally 5 minutes until I spoke to you. I've showered, got changed. I need to put a top on, but I'm absolutely boiling. So it is a bit of a thresholdy session. We'll see about that one. So it's 300 steady, 4x50, 616 drill, 400 pull and paddles, 100 meter kick, and then main set is 6x400. So I'm guessing that's the threshold part. We'll see. 4 of them as swim, and then number 5 and 6 as pull and paddles, with a minute and 15-second rest in between, and then 100 meters cool down. So put electrolytes in here. Pepsi Max for the drive, Squares bar for the drive as well, to get some carbs in, then I'll have my lunch when I get back. So I'll see you when I've swam. I can't film in there, but I promise you I'll swim. Back from swimming, 3.5k done. I did 3.5k.
Oh god, that's a lot.
Main set was 6x400 threshold, and I held average 136, 137 for all of them.
Ridiculous.
So I was happy with that. I was a bit nervous, but I've got a banging headache. I feel like I keep needing to like pop my ears, it was weird. So anyway, then I popped into M&S and got exactly what I got the last time I did a weekend vlog, except with the addition of edamame beans. I like edamame beans. Bang bang noodle salad and some piece of chicken. Oh, guys, I did get you a present actually. Oh, it's gone. Got him a present. Got some olive oil, good vanilla olive oil. Got some peanut butter. I haven't had peanut butter in the house in ages, mainly because I just spoon it out of the jar. But anyway, got that and some butter. I got you this because you said you wanted a small one.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely.
I got us each one of these.
That's really lovely of you.
Caramel bars. And I got myself a Monster as well. And that's my little shopping haul.
She's a really lovely girl when she wants to be. Like that.
I want to be. Taste test. You eat like it. Oh.
Man. Tasty.
I don't always come 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
You like them.
On the podium, about 12-second gap now, so she's making a real push as we are now.
I had a couple of questions. I think I said yesterday that I'd put a question box on my story. Someone asked me best beginner 70.3 Ironman course, as in flattest, most accessible, good crowd. I was laughing a little bit at this one yesterday because I was like, I don't know. Like, I can only talk about the ones that I have done, and then the Ironman website is the only source of information that I have, and that's very much the same as everyone else. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't done any flat courses because I don't think that they probably lend themselves to me, in that I'm probably better on a slightly hillier course than I am a completely flat course. So yeah, I don't know is my short answer to that, sorry. But the Ironman website has all the details on there, whether the swim is like sea, lake, river, whether the bike course is hilly, flat or rolling, and likewise the run course hilly, flat and rolling. So it'll just be sort of like a process of elimination. I think also don't just base a course on is it a flat bike or not. Is it a place you want to go to? Is it abroad? If it's your first one, do you even want to travel abroad with your bike? Like the climate, there's loads of different considerations to make over just is it a flat course or not. So I think that's something to take into consideration as well. Another one is Ironman Portugal. Is there anything you wish you could have done differently before the race? No is my short answer to that. I trained really well. I'd done an incredible, personally, if I do say so myself, an incredible, get your bum out of the way, incredible performance at Copenhagen Ironman a couple of months before, where I did my 9:53, and then that was in the August, and then Portugal was in the October. My only thing that I wish I'd done differently was not book Portugal. Basically, it was one too many Ironmans, one too many races last year, and doing 2 Ironmans in a year. Personally, you know, everyone's different. For me, I wouldn't do that again. It's a lot physically, it's also a lot mentally to prep for an Ironman, recover, and then get back into getting ready for another Ironman. It was just exhausting. I was over it by that point. By the time we got to Portugal, I was over it. I was like, I'm so over Ironman prep, and I just don't think my body had recovered from the prep and the race that I did in Copenhagen. So yeah, my only thing that I wish I'd done differently was maybe do it a different year when I just had one, and which is the reason why, I mean, it's you know, every cloud, it was a good thing that I did it, because it taught me not to do an Ironman before Kona, which I'm not doing. I'm not racing a full distance before I go and do Kona. I just think it's too much for me personally. Everyone's so different. So that was just an answer to that question. What a morning. Perfect morning for a walk in Tatton with the dogs. Hello, Hazy Moo, come on then. In we go. Done. Did about 10,000 steps, and it was lovely. So we went to Gale's, had a coffee. I had like this like cronut kind of thing, which was nice. Oh, what to do? I need to run. Whether I go home, have breakfast, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I've answered my question. I'm going to go home, have a proper breakfast, let that go down, and then go on my run, maybe like midday-ish, because that's when it's going to be hottest, which is all good Kona prep. So yeah, home for crumpets and eggs, chill, do a bit of work, sort the house, and then it's run time. I'm glued to the T100 tracker. It's T100 London today, and we've got 8 of our athletes across the weekend doing the various distances. So we had 1 doing the sprint, we've got 4 doing the standard and 3 doing the T100 distance. So I'm gonna watch them all finish, well, track them all finishing, and then let my food go down and then head out on my run. I have a 60-minute run to do today, but I also missed a 30-minute run earlier on in the week. So I might just do 90. I'll see how I feel. I won't put any pressure on it. I'll do somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes. And hopefully at the hottest part of the day, which today's not too warm, maybe like 22, 23 degrees. Oh no, it's just gone up to 24 degrees. So yeah, I'll head out when it's around 24 degrees. Next week, we've got Monday 27, Tuesday, Wednesday, both 30 degrees, which is going to be great for training. So I'll be getting out in some heat next week, which is what we want. Right, we're out. I'm going to try and get 90 minutes done. See how I feel. It's warm, not too hot, but good to get out in a bit of heat. Yeah, just gonna take it easy. Plod 60 to 90, depending on how I'm feeling. And go from there. Gorgeous Cheshire countryside. I do love living around here. Marvellous. Oh, my tummy does not feel good. Day 2 of my period kind of vibes. It may be an emergency loo. The person who asked me to show the realities of Ironman prep, this is one. Just been to the toilet in that field. That one's alright, it's fine. It isn't going well. I was such an upset tummy. I just rang Gaz to come and pick me up, but he's on the bike. So I'm just going to run walk it on the way home. Yeah, my period is not a happy one this month, and yeah, my tummy is very upset. Reality of Ironman prep. Here you go. For all of you that want real, this is real. This is real. I've admitted defeat for today. My body is saying abso-fucking-lutely not today. Yeah, I mean, I've done the hour. The hour was on my plan. It was just me that wanted to do the extra 30 minutes. And yeah, not today. I mean, I did smash my record for number of nature poos on one run. So there's a win. That's a win from today. Nothing like a poo in the wild. So, you know, that's one thing. But yeah, my body was just saying no today, and that's fine. So I'm probably about another 2k from home. The worst part is that, yeah, when I felt my worst, I was literally at the furthest point. It's kind of like an out and back loop, really. Furthest point being about 9k away from home. So I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's a lovely walk home. I've not been on this part of the canal before, so yeah, lovely little walk home, and that's me done for the day. Absolutely not going to the gym to do my weight session. That can do one. So like it's acceptable going to the toilet in a bush, but not so much in the gym. So yeah, I'll leave it for today. I'll shower, I'll chill, and yeah, get on to the next. I think I've got a rest day tomorrow actually, which maybe my body does need it, to be fair. Just had a van go past me with a couple of men who were honking their horn, and I laughed to myself because I was like, they wouldn't be honking if they knew. If they only knew about my running toilet antics. Good times. Actually, I think I'm going to end this vlog here because I'm definitely not going to the gym, and this vlog's already quite long. So I'll leave it here, but thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.